Hello and welcome to another radtoots.com Flash tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create some cool shapes using some of the features of Flash. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an oval, and then I'm going to copy that oval and then paste a copy of it, and now I'm going to change the color, and then I'm just going to drag it over top of this oval, sort of off to one corner here, to create sort of a swoosh with our other shape here. Now I'm going to select this object here and I'm going to delete it. So now we've got this cool sort of swoosh shape here. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the transform panel, and if you can't see this panel, then just go up to Window and select Transform, or hit Control T. Now what this Transform panel does is if we enter a value for the rotate here, and then we click on this Copy and Apply Transform button, what it does is it makes a copy of the shape that you have selected and it rotates it. So if we have a 60-degree angle and we click this button a few times, we start to get some interesting shapes happening here. Now it rotates around the pivot point. So if we change our pivot point to somewhere, let's say the edge here, we can get a more interesting looking shape, sort of like this. So that's pretty neat. And you can try this out with different kinds of shapes. One of the cool shapes that you can use this technique with, if you go to your rectangle tool and you hold it down, you get the Polystar Tool, and you can create like a hexagon. Hexagon's really interesting. So if we change our pivot point to right about here, and we use 60 degrees, we get sort of this cool honeycomb effect. Now we can make these into boxes too, which is kind of neat. If we use our line segment tool and sort of draw a shape like this, and then we delete these line segments here, and I've got sort of this cube looking thing. And if we apply our transform tool to this, we get sort of this interesting cube box thing. So basically you can just sort of play around with this. You can sort of draw like a random shape, and you can play around with different angles too. So if we make this 30 instead of 60, we get more of them. It always has a nice sort of geometric pattern to it. It's like a spirograph. And we can also change the scale of our objects as we make our transform copies. So let's say we change our scale to 80. Now every time we make a copy of this object, it gets smaller and smaller. And we can use these in conjunction and create sort of sort of a spiraling effect.